welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be checking out Chemical Guy's hydroslick ceramic coating hyperwax. It's a product that's been out for a little bit of time now, but I'm just getting around to testing it out for the first time. I use a lot of Chemical Guy stuff. You know, I swear by them. I love pretty much all their products that they put out. So when this product came out, I've been very excited to use it. So basically this is a ceramic coating, but it's in a wax form. It's easy, simple to use. You don't need to be a professional installer to use it. Like your typical ceramic coatings, when you install it on the car, you have to be very careful. Usually you take it to a professional, or if you're an experienced detailer yourself, or you do a lot of at-home detailing, you'll be able to, you know, put it on the car and not have a problem. But just, if you haven't done that sort of thing before, you can run into issues with the ceramic coating becoming, rainbow effects on your paint, becoming a haze. It becomes uneven because what the ceramic coating does is it actually hardens to your existing paint, your clear coat that's on your car, and if it's not put on evenly, you can run into problems. So what they've done is they put the ceramic coating into this easy to use wax, and you guys can apply it yourself. So we are going to be doing that today on my Silverado. And but first things first, before we start doing that, guys, we are going to go ahead and we are going to hit and we'll do a full wash with the foam cannon here and the citrus washing gloss. One of my favorite foam cannon soaps to use by Chemical Guys, and I use it with this Amazon foam cannon. In the description down below, guys, I will leave the link to all three of these items where you guys can go and grab it, and you guys can go and check them out for yourselves. So basically it just says here on the bottom, we are going to apply to a cool, clean surface directly out of the sunlight, shake well, and we also are going to use one of these microfiber applicator pads. You can grab these online, you can grab these at your local your local store, anything like that. A lot of places do carry them, so that's what we are going to be using. You basically put the product on with the applicator pad, and then you wait for it to flash. Minimum times 30 seconds, recommended 1 to 2 minutes, and then you just buff off. You can layer the product as well, multiple coats. It's supposed to give you about a year protection. So we're going to kind of see how it works. So my vehicle is not coated whatsoever. The other day I went through and I did some clay barring on the truck, and I also went through and I did an iron remover. Typically for the clay bar kit, I just go with McGuire's simple easy kit. You can pretty much grab it anywhere or order it online. So with that being said, guys, let's get straight into testing out this product. I'm super excited. So with all that being said, guys, we're going to hop straight outside right now, and we are going to get to washing this truck.
Get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright, they look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need. Can I take you there? Can I take you there?
Because you're going to want to go through and get a thorough wash, just like I did right here. So hopefully after I put on that ceramic wax, it's going to eliminate the problem that I was having here with the front end. It probably took me at least a good half hour alone just trying to get the bugs off the front end. I used 2 different types of chemicals, and I got probably 98% of them off. But when the bugs hit your car and then they bake on your car in the heat for a couple days, especially when it's 30 degrees out, it almost becomes impossible to take off. So since there is sun I don't have a lot of shade coverage in my driveway, and I don't want to take this truck out right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the truck on the road, and there's a lot of shade coverage underneath my my front lawn tree here, and that'll give me a nice cool area to apply that wax. So I'm going to switch these vehicles around right now, and then we'll get into applying it. All right, so right before we jump into applying the wax here, I'm gonna get a couple things out. Nice little set of microfiber towels here. We're gonna be using these on the truck to remove this ceramic wax. Now that the truck started to dry from the heat, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around, I'm gonna wet microfiber towel, and I'm just gonna wipe the truck down just to get any, you know, contaminants or debris that's been blown around and it's settled on top of the water on the truck as it dried. And then, so we're gonna do that right now. So now we are ready to apply. Squeeze 4 to 5 dabs of hydroslick on a premium microfiber applicator pad, which we have here. Spread hydroslick all over the exterior painted surfaces in a thin, even coat. Hydroslick can be removed in as little as 30 seconds. However, we recommend allowing 1 to 2 minutes to buff off with a clean microfiber towel to reveal an intense crystalline shine. After hydroslick treatment is applied, it is ideal to keep out of the elements dry and clean for 2 to 3 hours. For the ultimate protection and shine, layer hydroslick as desired. Depending on the climate, and hydrophobic effects will continue to improve even after 12 hours of being applied. So what it's basically trying to say there is you could do 1 coat, it'll dry in in a couple hours. You know, you could also do a 2nd coat, but for the ceramic in there, it's going to need about 12 hours to harden and cure to your paint. So that's why they put that in there. So you're not going to want to, probably be driving your car around or take it in the rain or leave it out in the rain. You're going to want to do this either in a garage where it's sealed away from the elements, or if you're going to do it outside like I'm doing today. There's no weather in the forecast, just some decent temperatures. So we're going to apply this to the pad, and we are going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to see how this applies on the paintwork. Alright, so as I moved a couple of feet here, I can tell on the applicator pad that the product is running out. So I did about 2 feet there. So it looks like I'll just go ahead and apply a couple more drops. You probably need to apply less drops as you move on, because the applicator pad will have the product soaked into it already. It definitely doesn't smell like your average any sort of wax or buffing compound. It definitely has a almost like a paint thinner smell, so you can definitely smell that the ceramic is in there with the hardener. So we're just going to give it another minute to flash here, and once the product flashes, we'll just go ahead and we'll be able to buff off the entire panel. so after doing this first panel here, a couple of things I noticed. Very easy to remove the product off the car compared to a lot of other products that I've used before. Usually with your traditional you know, wax or some sort of coating that you're gonna apply, whether it's a spray detailer or, you know, some sort of a compound or polish, very hard to remove. But this, after it flashed the 1 to 2 minutes, I noticed that it became very oily on the paint surface, and you know, with 1 to 2 passes with the microfiber, you know, the product was removed, it was gone, and you could feel the difference instantly right away. So you know, so far so good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this whole side of the truck, and then we'll see how it lays on the rest of it. I did go ahead and I did do the plastic, and I did like how that turned out. So I'm gonna have to kind of see. It doesn't specify whether you can use it on plastic or glasswork on the bottle. So I'm going to test it out on the plastic, and we'll see how it weathers, and you know, as time goes on, how the product holds up on there. But yeah, I'm going to go through. I'm going to do this whole side of the truck, and then we'll work on a second coat later on. I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this one right now. So as we wait for the front end to dry here and flash, one thing that I have noticed, the amount of shine and how deep the shine is showing up on this white, and that is very hard to do. The shine is just absolutely outstanding. So definitely impressed with that part so far. It is really hard to make white pop with depth. So you can see here I have all the reflection of what's behind here. I have found on white cars before that's pretty hard to accomplish with some products. So this is the first coat, and I mean, it's just silky smooth. The paint, no roughness to it absolutely whatsoever. So I'm very happy with it so far. I am going to go through and I will do a second coat. I'm just trying to get the front end done right now, and then whip through the other side, and once the other side's done, I'll be able to come over here and layer the second coat. As for the plastic does look good. I was worried it was going to dry weird or cure kind of funny, but yeah, it didn't really change the plastic too much. It definitely just deepened the color of it, and gave it a really nice shine. So I'm happy with that. I did do the window trim as well here, and it's not like a wax that you would put on there. Some other products I've tried and makes them white or hazy or anything like that. I mean, all it did was just give it a deep black color. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to go over to the other side, finish it all up, and then we'll get working on our second coat. Alright guys, so I finished the second coat of the ceramic wax on the truck, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to take you guys around the truck and show you. I also ended up doing the wheels. We're going to kind of see how the wheels go with the ceramic wax. You know, if it works, great. If it doesn't, you know, no big deal. It only took me a couple minutes. So I mean, let me show you the truck. I mean, it took me in total to do the truck. I also got a, you know, little wound here. I was trying to cut a microfiber and the blade slipped, went right through my hand. So nice little nifty band-aid here. But anyways, it took me about, I would say about, with washing the truck thoroughly and everything, about 4.5 hours to do 2 coats of the ceramic wax with the wheels, you know, with cleaning the windows inside and out. And I went through and I armor all the tires. So honestly, not too bad. You know, super good product so far. Really easy to apply, really easy to work with. And like I said, like when you come up to it, I can see the reflection of everything, so you're really getting that depth and you're really getting that gloss in the paintwork all the way across evenly, and that's what I like. I don't have any, you know, in the sun, I don't have any haze marks, I don't have any white marks, I don't have any leftover residue. You know, with products I've used in the past, you know, I've ran into those problems, but every single little spot is just absolutely flawless all the way across on the truck. I even went as far as coating the bottom underneath the rocker panel, and I guess we're just gonna see how it goes. But I would say pretty much for the most part, you know, we're just gonna wait the 12 hours. So I'll wait probably till tomorrow around midday. And then I'll come out here and I'll use the hose, and I will go along the paintwork, and we'll just try to test some of the hydrophobic properties, and we'll see how it beads water and it sheds water, and we'll pretty much go from there. And then from that point on, we will have to wait a little while, you know, just to test the longevity of the product. So overall, it's looking absolutely phenomenal. So I'll see you guys back out here in the morning when we're going to bring this hose back out, and we'll check everything, and we'll get a little update on it after about 12 hours or so. Okay, so it's currently the next day, and we're going to take out the hose right now, and we're going to see how putting some water on the side of the truck, how the water reacts. All the ceramic wax has now cured on the truck. See how it sheds. I want to see how it beads, and I just want to see how the water, you know, does, and how hydrophobic the truck actually is with that stuff on there. So let me grab the hose, and we'll get outside right now. So as you can see, the water is not even sticking to the truck whatsoever. It's completely dry after, all the way across. It's completely dry except for a couple water drops. So the water beads and the water shed is absolutely phenomenal on it. Let me check the back part of the door here. Even down here on the bottom, on the rocker panel. Okay, so as you guys saw, the water, as soon as it touches the paint, automatically sheds off, beads off. There's no water residue left behind whatsoever, except for a couple little drops. All you gotta do is blow that off. I didn't even need to pull out my, I was gonna pull out the air truck for to do the air test, but there's just, you know, there's zero resistance on the paint. That water's just, it's just beating off. So I'm really impressed with the Chemical Guys product. You know, I definitely recommend, you know, if you guys are looking for a way to protect your car, your motorcycle, pretty much anything with paint, RV, anything like that, I definitely recommend this product. Like I said, it's, you know, simple, easy to use. You can't really screw it up. Way easier to use than your typical, you know, ceramic coating, where you have to get the ceramic completely even on the paint. You'll end up with, you know, haziness and stuff like this. Just, you guys saw the results for yourself. It's absolutely phenomenal. I didn't even need to blow it off with that air truck. Just because it just sheds and beads off like so well. So I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna kind of have to see how it goes longevity wise. You know, if it does that for like 6 to 8 months, like I'll just be super happy. The bottle I paid, so the bottle here is 53 bucks. You can get it in some stores, or you can order it right online. I'll drop a link down there for you guys in the description, and you guys can pick one up. But I used almost half the bottle with 2 coats on my truck, including the wheels. So I would just say, you know, that's definitely a win. I mean, for 53 bucks with those kind of results, I could do both my vehicles with this one bottle. And I would say the price is right, the product is great. Definitely recommend it. You know, we're just gonna have to see how it does in the long run. But yeah, phenomenal product. Thumbs up to Chemical Guys. I use all their stuff, so I'm always satisfied with pretty much anything that these guys put out, but I do also like to try it. But that's gonna be everything for today's video, guys. I thank you guys very much for stopping by, checking out today's video. So if you guys like this video, please shoot it a thumbs up. And if you guys checked out some of my other videos before, or you guys have stopped by and you're considering coming back again, hit that subscribe button, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.